The real potential with this is these systems will allow us, if you like, to understand what the situation is and kind of see into the future, particularly if we look at condition monitoring data. But these systems will take in data, understand what's going on, and be able to make decisions and potentially change the product that's being produced, or the way it's producing the product, or the way it's operating the machine, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of potential with these sorts of systems, particularly if we focus right on condition monitoring. But just a few terms in case we're not all sort of on the same page with this kind of thing. Artificial intelligence, or AI, computer systems that learn and seem human-like. And there's lots of different ways of achieving that, and one of them is machine learning. And look, these aren't scientific definitions. If you ask Google or something, is it just an easy way to sort of state what these things mean? Machine learning means it's a system that can take in data and learn and act. That's generally what machine learning means. In the condition monitoring sense, it might be taking in vibration readings and temperature readings and that sort of information, and then determining what that means. Of course, it has a much broader application as well. Another term you'll hear frequently is data analytics, and that's actually a term that has been around for a long time. Anytime you perform analysis to find answers, particularly just statistical analysis, looking at correlations between two sets of data and extrapolating to future values and things like that. Now that's data analytics. Expert systems work differently to artificial intelligence and the other techniques we've used. Generally, with an expert system, there are predefined rules. Now, there's different ways of coming up with those rules, but there are rules. If then, if this, then that. If this and this, but not that, then this. There's rules often made up by humans who have observed a certain situation, like vibration analysis data, or lots and lots of different examples out there. But that's the difference between an expert system and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will learn from data coming in and make its determination potentially independent of humans, without humans making those rules. Predictive maintenance, once upon a time, was the common term for condition monitoring or condition-based maintenance, but it's really been kind of hijacked to focus in on utilizing machine learning and artificial intelligence to predict an outcome based on data. So in the case of vibration analysis, looking at vibration data and say, aha, I'm seeing this, therefore I think there's a bad bearing, or something else. But that's what predictive maintenance now means. Prescriptive maintenance goes a big step forward, and that is, or further, that is taking action based on that data. So not just saying, well, there might be a bearing fault or something like that. It's saying, I will schedule the maintenance to replace that bearing. So it's actually taking that action. And of course, used in different contexts, it might therefore control the equipment because of how the weather conditions have changed, or how the demand for the product changed, or the state of a piece of equipment, whatever. It's prescriptive. It's actually taking that action. IIoT, you're probably familiar with, the Industrial Internet of Things. It just means all the connected systems, not just the computers, but the measurement systems and more. So it's just a general term. Another one you hear about, big data. It's just having access to huge volumes of data. Over the many years, lots and lots of companies have been acquiring lots and lots of data, and it's not always used. But now the idea is, with that volume of data available, like all those credit card transactions, like all those search terms that people are typing all the time, systems can learn from that. They can go through deep learning, use that information, but big data is just one of the terms you'll hear quite a bit. And Industry 4.0. Now, this is the definition from Wikipedia. It's named for the current, or it's defined as the current trend of automation and data exchange in manufacturing technologies. It includes cyber physical systems, so smart systems, equipment that has this AI kind of technology built in so that it can be aware of the operating conditions and so on, and make decisions, change the way it's being operated and so on. So it includes cyber physical systems, the Internet of Things, cloud computing, and cognitive computing. Industry 4.0 is commonly referred to as the fourth industrial revolution. Now, there's a lot more we could say about Industry 4.0, but there's a lot to be said in this presentation, so we better move along.